right, saving money and better health. That's what our today's special is all about. This is a game changer in purifying your indoor air. Now, we spend 90% more time indoors than we do outdoors, and there's 2 to 5 times more indoor pollution than there is outdoor. The gold standard for an air purifier is something called HEPA, something that we've heard about. True HEPA, I've got to get HEPA, that it's the best. But one of the issues is getting the filters. The filters, when do we change them? How do we know it's time to change them? Are they still gonna be available? Are they out of stock and then we can't use our air purifier? Everything is changing with technology, and that's what we have with this incredible LivePure. This LivePure is a big model that is going to take care of 550 square feet and clean your air. It smells so clean and fresh in the studio because I've got my LivePures going. So you never have to get a filter. These filters, you just vacuum them to clean them. So the big deal is that you never have to get a new filter. I've been buying air filters for probably 30 years. I have asthma from allergies. I've got really bad allergies. I've talked about this on air. My daughter has them. I have an air purifier in my bedroom, my daughter's room, the living room. I've always had air purifiers. Technology, just like I don't have the same phone that I had 30 years ago, I don't want the same air purifier that I had 30 years ago. This air purifier, the filter in it lasts for the life of the unit. So until 2033, you're not gonna have to think about it. The today's special is also extraordinary in the price because $199.95, but no future costs. So it's not like there's a $60 filter coming in 3 months, another $60 one in another 3 months, another $60, none, zero. And we ship it to you for free. I honestly was surprised this was free shipping and handling. This is not free to ship, it's just free for you to ship. We're gonna pay for the shipping and the flex pay. You have 4 months to pay it off. No interest, no fee, only $49.99. Now, I know that this has been, honestly, this today's special is almost twice as popular as we anticipated. We've been around for 43 years. We've sold a lot of air purifiers. We know that this year has been the hugest demand in 2020 and 2021 that in the history of the channel, of the network, of our business. So for us to be able to secure these for you, I'm surprised we even have these 3 colors left. So I've got white, classic white. All of these go anywhere, cannot go wrong. I also have black. Black, again, available. I only have a few hundred left. Oh, a few hundred left? That's it? Okay, a few hundred left, last call in the black. And then our final color is called Graphite. And I know Graphite has been the most popular all day long. So this is, everything is just the reason, the perfect time, the perfect thing for you to do this. You see the dust, you think about the dust that you've got on your TV set, the dust that you have all over your house. The other thing that you have is less dusting, because all this dust that settles on your electronics in your air is now going to be in your air purifier. Our special guest is standing by. She's not only an organization expert, she actually happens to be a nurse, a trained nurse. Perfect person to be talking about this product. It's my good friend Vonabelle Sherman, who's standing by in her home. Hi Vonabelle, so good to see you.
Hello Helen. Oh, it's so good to see you. It's been a while, but I'm so happy to share this because I know that you appreciate it, because we've always talked about allergies for you and your daughter, Becky. So it's so wonderful. I love what you said, 30 years ago, we didn't have the special phones, we didn't have this technology, but now we do. This is what happens. So this is a clean filter, and look at what we've collected here. This was actually truly collected from my son, Jamie. He brought this unit to his apartment at the time and collected all of this dirt in about a month. So if you live in an apartment, maybe yours is dusty and dirty as well. And everything that's collected here is actually great. You know why? Because the alternative is that you collected it here in your nose, here in your lungs. It's better to let the purifier collect the dust, the dander, the pollen, the allergens than you do. And look at how big this is. This is true HEPA. It has a cocoa carbon prefilter. Of the good, better, best, it is the best. And it is cocoa carbon, so it's a renewable source. And then look at the size of this true HEPA. If you are looking for a air purifier, please make sure it's true HEPA, because some people fake. And then some units, here's what's interesting, they put it about half the size of the unit. So here's what a peek into the inside. You have the soft touch control, you have cocoa carbon prefilter, which is great, and then true HEPA that is permanent, and then an LED accent light. And you can put that on or shut it off. Some people don't like a little glowing light. Some people love it for babies or atmosphere. So it's a well-rounded machine, and the filter is the size of the unit. Look at this. There are actually manufacturers who cheat, and the filter will actually be half of this. It's important that you have the biggest surface to collect all of the allergens and particles so that you're not breathing them. And here's the cool thing. Being a very practical mom, I didn't want to have to keep paying for filters. So this way you don't have to. All you do is vacuum it clean with your upholstery tool. So look at what's coming through the unit. All these particles come through into the cocoa carbon first. Big particles go there. Odor, VOCs, fur, dust, hair, pollen. Then the true HEPA, the one that you never have to buy another one for. Allergens, smoke, dander, dust mites, mold spores, and odors. Now, when you see your mold spores, you know that comes from, if you have a water problem or a flooding this year, you get mold on a surface. You get mold spores is what goes in the air, and they're virtually invisible, but they really irritate you. They're quite toxic for you. So here, when you get this, if you're as practical as me, you want not to have to buy another filter in 3, 4, 5, 6 months. All you do with this one is vacuum it clean. Take your upholstery tool, and it goes back to its original performance when you do that. Then it lasts the life of the unit. Now, what is that? They say it's 12 years. Not because it's going to die in 12 years or stop working, but because in 12 years, there'll be new technology, there'll be something new. To be able to have the same filter keep its effectiveness just by vacuuming it is amazing. You save so much money. It's not a money pit. So if you're treating yourself, or you have a friend or family member who you know they need an air purifier and they keep denying it, if you want to give somebody a gift, you don't want them to have this ongoing cost. This is no money pit, because you never have to buy a filter for it, Helen. So that makes this an amazing proposition.
Yeah, and if you own a vacuum cleaner, then you're all set. And I want to point out something else. If you don't have an air purifier in your house, your lungs are your air purifier. Your lungs are the ones that, and do we really want to give our lungs more to do right about now? I know I don't. I think that I've always had an air purifier because of my allergies, but I think the rest of the world is thinking about, wait a minute, it's 3 to 5 times more air pollution indoors. We spend 90% more time indoors, yet we've got to clean it. It's such a big deal. Now I'm going to kind of take a little walk over here because I've got a smoke chamber here. So I've got the unit inside a cube here, and we filled it with smoke. So I'm gonna turn this on right now. There's like people hiding behind there. I'm gonna turn this on, and look how quickly this works. Look how fast this is. This is just, I mean, if you blinked, you missed it. Because this was I will tell you, we've done a lot of demonstrations with smoke chambers, Vonabelle, and that one was like, had to be the fastest, boom, everything gone.
Yeah, you're so right. It is, I can say I've been at HSN 20 years. That is the fastest one I've ever seen. Why? Because it's a LivePure unit. They have mastered moving the air to clean the air. If your unit doesn't move the air, it can't clean the air, nor can you do the big spaces that you want to do. Here's what's special about this. Great, room graphics, it would be great, because I want to talk about the sizes, because after I show you the great features, you're wondering, well, what size? Where do I put this? Can it do a small room? Can it do a big room? And the answer to that is yes and yes. So let's take a look at the green squares there, the bedroom. It says 10 by 15 by 8. That's 17.75 equals those many times scrubbing the air clean of 99.97% of all the particulates in the air down to 0.3 microns. 0.3 microns is stuff you cannot see, but is irritating you. Let's go to the other green box, bathroom. 10 by 10 by 8. 26 times over in 1 hour. Now, let me tell you something that's personal to me. I have a bedroom, it's 10 by 12. if I put this in there, it would clean it 22 times every single hour, scrub it clean, remove all of the particles. Then we have something in the middle. When we talk about microns, this is a great visual. So one single human hair, only one, is that 80 to 100 microns. Then going down from that, you go to pollen, household dust, pet dander, and then you have that 0.3 microns, that's the smoke. Those are things that you can't see that are irritating you, and you're wondering why your eyes are scratchy,
and you
your
know,
throat is scratchy.
I'm by that medicine ball, so I'm gonna be here and you talk us through what this comparison is for.
Oh, thank you, that's great. So that medicine ball represents one single strand of hair. And I know you must have a joke about the size of that hair, but Texas or something, right? Big Texas hair.
You did the joke, girl. You got it.
I did it? Okay, see, I could be you someday.
Yeah.
So it's big. I'm showing you how big that 80 to 100 microns is, because that's, now let me show you what 0.3 might look like next to that single piece of hair. Okay, Helen, put it in front of the bag and the ball. Put over. There you go. Now we gotta move the camera. Okay, can you even see it? You see how tiny it is next to the ball, which is one single strand of hair. Now the bead Helen is holding is 0.3 microns, for example. So you can see the difference in the sizes of what we can capture in a true HEPA. You can't do it unless it's true HEPA. And we want to capture the 80 microns that we're seeing, and we want to capture the 0.3. Now in sizing, I had told you that we could do that small room. Now let's get to the middle. So there is an agency, Helen, that actually monitors air purifiers, portable air purifiers, and they have to have a standard for the industry. And that standard is, we need what square footage we'll do 5 times an hour every 12 minutes. And for this unit, that...
Yeah, I think we got... Okay, so we're gonna do some updates right now. I think the black is gonna be the first to sell out. This has been, again, twice as popular. At this time, 12,800 have been sold. We thought maybe about 6,000 or 7,000 would have been sold. So I don't even know if we're even gonna have shows later on. I don't know how many we're gonna have left. I know that I've got under 1,000 left, about 800 left in the black. White, and then graphite is the most popular. And by the way, this is on, and I'm gonna stop talking for a second. I've got my high-level TV microphone on right here. I want you to hear it. That is what your air purifier sounds like. And I know that there's different settings and different speeds, but let's go over the settings here. Let's go through this. I will be your pointer, Vonabelle, and you talk about what we're looking at.
Thank you. Okay, so that first one is your accent light. It's down the bottom, and it's that little blue light that you can use for atmosphere lighting or a baby light, or not use it, because some people do like total darkness. Then next to it is your speeds. You see the low, medium, high, and turbo, okay? Turbo is a great speed to have if you're really suffering, you know there's a lot of allergens in the room, or you have a stinky dog, or maybe a stinky husband. Then we go to the timer. It's nice to have that timer because it's 2, 4, or 8 hours. Maybe you want to set it for a nap or your full night's sleep. Off on sleep mode. That automatically puts it in the quietest mode so you can scrub the air clean while you sleep. Now those two at the end are super cool. HEPA and the prefilter. When those go on, it simply means, hey, have you vacuumed me lately?
I love that.
It doesn't mean get a ruler, measure it, where do I get a new filter?
Right.
And oh my gosh, it's $50, $60, $70, because this is a very huge true HEPA filter. It would be $60. So that's just your reminder. But I recommend, if you have pets, do it every month. If you don't, then you could do it every other month. And just when you're vacuuming your floors, you will take your upholstery tool that looks like this, and you'll vacuum the top, then vacuum underneath, and it'll restore it to its original strength and performance. That's incredible, because no money pit, no spending more money. This is a once and done unit, and it's from LivePure. LivePure is great. 6-year warranty. Nobody does that. Everybody gives you 12 months, don't they? And then USA-based customer service, which means if you have a problem or a question, you'll call America and speak to an American. A lot of people appreciate that. And then this is Energy Star rated. So that means it costs pennies to run it. So it's an incredible deal, and it checks all the boxes of what a quality air purifier is and has to do for you. And then the last thing, I don't think I told you, this is a sealed gasket. It's rubberized. That means that when the air is coming in, it seals it from sneaking out and not getting cleaned. All the air has to be forced to the 2 layers of filtration that comes out 99.97% free of all the particles that irritate you. So it's a good one, isn't it, Helen?
Very good. I want to ask you, how many more shows are you supposed to have?
I have 3 more.
So you're supposed to be on what times? What time are you supposed to be on?
7, 10, and 11.
Okay, so here's what happens when something is twice as popular. Either the presentation will be cut in half, or some of those shows will go away. Because I've been here 13 years, and I'm telling you, that's what happens when we have a Today Special like this that flies out the door. The reason why people are buying this today, there's 2 reasons. Better health, save money. That's it. You're saving money because you never buy a filter. I bought an air filter once, and when I went to get new air filters for it, after a year or 2, they had a new model and they didn't make air filters for it anymore. So I had to buy a new unit, and then I've gone down that road a few times. If it's time for you to change the filter in the unit you have, I recommend, instead of doing that, just buy this one instead. $49.99 in free shipping and handling. Vacuum it, never buy another filter again. But the story also begins and ends with true HEPA. Not HEPA-like or HEPA-ish, or I met someone who said their name was HEPA. It's true HEPA filtration. There is a huge difference, and in order for us to legally say that, it has to do more. It has to go through certain standards, or else it isn't a true HEPA filtration. I also like the surface area, because it's not like you've got this unit where only from here to here is a filter. From here to here is the filter. There's a lot of surface area working. I leave mine on all the time, 24/7. I leave it on low, and if I'm cooking something like broccoli or fish, I bump it up. And then the house, it's like when somebody comes over, it's not like, oh, you have fish today. Oh, did you get another cat? It's like you're not gonna be able to smell those smells. Have you ever walked outside right after it rains and it's that fresh air smell? That's what it smells like in our studio right now. Wouldn't you love your house to smell like that? And if you wanna have fragrance in your house, it's because it's decorative. You know, it's like the fragrance you choose, not, you know, cat litter or, you know, fish from 2 days ago. So it's not only those kind of smells, it's also the smoke, the particles, the dust, the dander. I want you to have this clean your air as opposed to this cleaning your air, your lungs. This price, I've never seen, I mean, $150 off, and it lasts you till 2033. I mean, this is the best deal we've ever done. That's why it's been so amazingly popular. Vonabelle and I were talking about this, and my producer, there's no like, yeah, but this. There's none of that. It's $150 off, it's free shipping, it's for flex pay. We just went over 13,000 sold too. So Vonabelle, let's go back over to you for our final minute.
Yes, let me show you what gets collected in a filter. So this one truly was my son Jamie used for me. I said, could you get this dirty for me? Because I know his apartment complex was very dusty. He complained he has allergies. Look at what's collected here compared to a clean one. If it wasn't collected here, if this wasn't acting as the filter for you, what is for you? Your nose, your lungs breathe all of this in, but you don't have to. You can clean your air just like you clean your water and you clean your laundry. And I actually moved into my living room, if you see, welcome to my home. And the reason I did that is because I want to show you what a big space looks like. I have an open floor plan because this does small spaces and up to 2,000 square feet. So if you, like me, have a living room, but as we go the other way, your kitchen is open. You have that open floor plan. So let's say you burn the toast, you burn popcorn, you make salmon, then you want those odors to be removed because it travels throughout the house. So with this unit that does small rooms, 10 by 12, big spaces, 550 square feet, or up to 2,000, I can set this unit in my living room and it will pick up the odors from in the kitchen 20 feet away. That's the beauty of this. And somebody asked me earlier, oh, do I have to place it somewhere special? No, you don't have to. This unit has a flat back, so it can go against a wall, takes in the air here, sends out 9% clean air to the whole home with no buying filters, no money pit.
I love it. Vonabelle, thank you so much for this very popular today's special. So great to see you. I also want to mention Protection Plus. So you can shop smart and protect things here at HSN by adding Protection Plus. It is an Allstate company powered by Square Trade, where if you want to get that extra